Good morning and welcome your faces in for another video on myself, Darren, HGV Class 1 driver here in the UK. Time is currently 6 AM and shouldn't be too busy today, and it shouldn't really be too much of a late one because I've done a lot of hours this week. So I've been keeping a record of all the hours and what times I've been finishing. So this time, today, I can't really do a 12-hour shift, which is good for me. Got some really nice colours in the sky today. Fingers crossed. It's going to be a nice one. 400 litres fueled up. I always like to keep a little glove, especially for the diesel fuel there. Make sure the pin is nice and secure. Attach all the airlines. A little bit like so. By the way, if you've never done it before, don't worry, you can't get them wrong. There are different type of fittings. So for an example, the black one can't go into there. Normally white lead goes into the white. Sometimes it might be green as well. But with the fittings, you can't go wrong. Legs, and then finally, brake. Of course, let's not forget the reg plate. Trailer's all connected. Let's get inside, get loaded up for our run for the day. Looks to be a little bit of a queue already to get loaded up. Remove all the buckles. We can draw the curtain back and get ready to get loaded up. Today's vlog's going to be a little bit different, and the reason for that is I've got no dash cam with me. Well, I've got the dash camera itself, however I left my laptop at home so I can't do the editing as I go, which kind of sucks really because I like to do as much as I can whilst I'm waiting around for 10 to 15 minutes. Always good at killing time, but also it gets ahead of the editing for later on that night. And secondly, unfortunately, I left the SD card in the laptop bag from when I was doing the editing last night. So I can't do any dash cam. I'm going to try and use my phone if possible, if I can get it set up safely using one of the brackets that I've currently got. I've not used this bracket yet before, so if it doesn't work, then no dash cam, unfortunately. The paperwork for today's run seems to be quite easy. First one is 4 pallets going to Asda over at Skyline Drive, to call it, but it's part of the new Burton Wood area, or the Omega, that's the place. And then after there, we've got 1 in Appleton, 2 in Appleton, the second one's crossed away from it. And then the third one is classed as Knutsford, but it's technically Appleton. We're all loaded up, just need to reverse it back into one of the bays, so then we can start checking the load and get everything nice and secure before we leave the site. Just doing gentle steers with the steering wheel. Straighten it up. I'm just taking the time really, going nice and slow. What should I do about there? Good thing about these new trailers, we've got a nice rail system on the top. Don't mind if I do. Cheeky coffee for the road. Arrived over at the first job, and it looks like we could be here for some time. Aye, aye, aye. Somebody's done a number on that gate, haven't they? spoke to the guy in the transport office and it's looking like a 2-hour wait. To be honest with you, I'm not surprised it's 2 hours because you've got all these drivers in front of me. So in the meantime, let's do a quick word by our sponsors for today's video. Is Outin. Portable espresso coffee machine. These are fantastic if you are walking about on hikes or you're just out and about in a truck like myself all day and you need a quick cup of coffee. There's nothing better than these. Nice slick design and fantastic packaging. Really impressed with this so far. And that is the coffee espresso machine right there. The portable espresso machine by Outin. It does come in several different colours, so there's one for your personal liking that you can choose from there. They're very lightweight with a very nice sturdy design. They are waterproof, so you can wash them in a sink if you wish to clean it down. Easy to carry around with you when you're hiking or in your trucks. You don't have to carry a kettle every time you start your shift, especially if you're one of the agency drivers or in a different truck every single day. It is just a lot more easier to carry this thing with you instead of all your equipment. To charge up, simply plug it in with a USB-C cable. And with a full charge, you can get approximately 3 to 5 cups of nice espresso. Depending on your personal choice of how you prefer your coffees, you can either ground your beans down into powder, slot them into there, and then you can fill them up. Or, as myself, because it's nice and handy, I've got one of these little capsules. Gently press down, screw on the top, screw it onto the bottom of the flask, add your cold water to the top. If you do prefer, you can use hot water instead, and that will save up the heating process time. Simply apply the lid, press down firmly, and then hold down the button for 2 seconds until it beeps. Wait for that light to go full, and about 2 minutes later, so nice and hot, pouring yourself a nice little espresso whilst you're on the road. Using the 20 bars of pressure the machine has, just look at that creamer right there. You can even make it into a latte as well, and it does tell you how to do that on the instructions for the packaging as well. If you do fancy picking up one of these espresso machines by Outin for yourself, links are down below and also a product code for you so you can get yourself a nice little discount. Enjoy. That's a tasty coffee. A little bit of a change of plan. Time it's just hit 11 o'clock. Getting pulled out of Asda. Got a couple of deliveries around the area anyway, so it's not too far. Make them, come back for about 2:30, re-attempt. If it's not done or started to get done at least within 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes, then I'll get pulled out again. So it all depends on really how quick they can get me tips a little bit later on. To whether Asda will be having their goods or not today. I'm not quite sure why, but there's a hell of a lot of colour in the trucks all parked up. It goes all the way around as well. And there's even more down this section. Booked in now with job number 3. And we're to be unloaded right in the middle of the car park. That's job number 3 taken care of. Job number 4 is only around the corner. It's not too bad. Last time I was there, it was very tight, so hopefully this time they've cleared it up a little bit and you can actually get in and out without bits of metal and trunking all over the place. But as usual, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. One thing's for sure, I need a job at this place. 12 o'clock on Friday and it's all locked up and everybody's gone home. Or on the way home at least. I can see all the cars moving around in the car park. Fortunately now it gives me the fun job instead of driving around the yard as you normally would do from out the other side. I've got to reverse right down there, and where them cars are, around the other section, around this bit around here. Yeah, it's right, I'm going back now. Cheers, mate. I waited a couple of minutes just to make sure most of the cars have left, so there's less hazards then. And when reversing, always try and keep any objects that might be a hazard fairly close to your driver's side. It just makes it that bit easier then to try and get around, especially when you're going around a corner. And the corner that's positioned on your driver's side, it'll give you plenty of space for your unit then to swing around and then straighten up. just counted 3 more cars that have pulled out behind me. Now I need to swing it out to come back in. If that makes sense, just so I've got a little bit more of a swing to get around. Keep an eye on the passenger side, make sure the mirrors are all okay, the headboard itself is not going to swing out and hit anything. And just take your time. There's no rush, there really isn't. A little bit more of a harder turn. Get around that steeper corner. Go nice and straight. For that manoeuvre, we was based right over there by them gates, and we followed the road round a little bit like so, coming around the bushes. That was the hard bend to come around here and then get online like so. So now we can just go straight out. Time is just approaching 12:15. Not too bad going considering on a Friday as well. Been all right overall. What we need to do is go back to Asda. It's booked in for 2:30. I'm going to take a break for 45 minutes on the way there, so that'll kill a little bit of time, and I should be able to get on for around 2 o'clock. We're here again back in Asda for the second time today. Hopefully this time it won't be a 2-hour wait, and hopefully we can get them offloaded nice and quickly. Little shout out to the driver as well. I just seen him driving past, let on to me, give me a thumbs up and whatnot, so I do presume that you do watch the videos. So have a great day, mate. Booked in now for the second time, just got to wait and sit in the cab until they shout me over. There's a fair few drivers still here, and I'm right down there at the end. It's now 2:50 and we've been given a bay, but I've got to wait for the driver to finish getting unloaded before we can get on there. As soon as that fella is finished, that's us in there. Seems to be a lot of waiting around today, doesn't it? It's one of them days. I've spoke to the office. On a good note though, I'm finished after here. However, staying here could be as long as a piece of string. Please don't be too late, honestly. I want to be finishing nice and early, especially with being a Friday. I need to watch out for my hours as well. I've got on POA at the moment, so it's been on POA for the last hour and a bit. So that helps with your working time directive, especially 60 hours over the week period. And since you're watching this on a Monday, I do hope you had a great weekend. Not really doing too much myself, nice relaxing. I say that actually, I've got to do some more woodwork around the garden, try and get the garden done for the summertime. And also I need to finish off spring cleaning in the caravan so we can go away in a couple of weeks. Really looking forward to that one, I can't wait for that. Little man is currently under the weather, so it's not really great for him. He's currently at home off preschool. He's been coughing up a lung, not really too sure what it is, or whatever he's brought home, which type of plague it is this time around from nursery. But he's brought it home and he's been under the weather, so hopefully he gets a little bit better over the weekend. Fresh air should do him some good as well. Woohoo! Let's go! I'm on bay at least, so hopefully it shouldn't take too much longer. Time is 3:50, just been tipped. Now just got to wait for the paperwork. In the meantime, I need to have a can of Monster to wake myself up. I keep telling myself, I know, and everybody else keeps saying some comments, you need to look after your body, you need to start dieting better, and eating healthier. I agree, I really do agree. But with my lad being not well and working stupid amount of hours this week, can of Monster's kind of needed towards the end of a Friday afternoon. Feeling it, especially when you're sitting around, it wouldn't have been too bad if I was doing long distance driving right now. If I was driving down Bristol and back, perfectly fine, no problems. I'm active, so it was okay. But when you're sitting around, you're like, nothing to do. I haven't got my laptop with me as well to keep me occupied. I don't have my Xbox with me today. This would have been a perfect day for the Xbox, actually. But yeah, I haven't got it, so I've just been sat here twiddling my thumbs, flicking through Facebook and YouTube and whatnot, passing a little bit of time here and there, and it takes out of you. It's hard work, you know. I know the format of this vlog is a little bit different from what I normally would do because there's no driving in it and there's not really much other camera angles other than what I'm doing now. I tried my best with the steering from the other side and hooking up to the trailer, etc. But because I'm in a lot of sites where I can't really just jump out and put a camera on the side due to obviously security reasons, etc. It's been a little bit difficult doing this one today, I will be honest with you. And I'm just hoping it's more than 15 minutes long, so if it's not, I really do apologise, and I hope you still enjoy it though. And if you do enjoy it, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Let's go have a walk down, see if the paperwork's ready. Paperwork all sorted out, 4:20, let's go home. Sometimes the simpler designs on trucks are just nicer. For an example, this Volvo here, even though it's just plain blue, it looks nice. And there's a different angle for you. Looks like we're all finishing early today. I am going to call it a day on the video, so thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you again next time with the dash camera, okay? I'm going to make sure my laptop bag comes with me next time and we can get the full recording throughout the day. Unfortunately, I've not really done too much though, have we, today? We've been Omega North, waited around for a little bit, went to Appleton, just round the corner, made with deliveries, went back to Omega South, sorry, not North, and then waited around for a few more hours and then finished. So yeah, it's not too bad for a Friday. Can't really complain about it. It's nice and easy. But that is the Friday done. So have a great day, have a great week, and as always, stay safe and keep on trucking. Bye for now.